Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfie Studios, Plate Mill Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello listeners, thank you for joining us for this episode of Knights of Roleplay. I'm DM Chris, and we have no babysitter, so you'll hear our daughter a little bit probably, and some storms are coming through. We'll see how that goes. Sarah is running us through Candlekeep Mysteries, The Curious Tale of Wisteria Vale. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll turn it over to Sarah.
Yay, Sarah!
Woo.
Very curious.
That's me. Hello. Welcome back to the table. When we last saw you, you were turning in for the night at the Blossom's Rest in Wisteria Vale, having entered a demiplane at the request of the Harpers to administer a cure to one of their previous members that had been trapped in this demiplane for his own good.
And administer it violently.
After he became very evil, fighting a rather evil person. That I can't remember his name right now. I totally
Lord
prepared
Rathmore.
for this.
It was an Archmage.
I actually
The Archmage didn't have a name.
This is why I rely on my players.
Well,
Bargain.
Lord Rathmore was the first person that he took care of, and then
Yes.
he went on and did a whole bunch of other things.
Yeah, I only know the name of our target, Vargan.
Vargan.
Quill. Errant Quill.
That's the real life name. His name in the story is Vargan.
Yeah, which we don't know what he has in the world. Sorry, continue.
Wow.
We know the story very
Now
well.
that your players have schooled you on what you're
I'm
doing,
glad that my players know what's going on because my brain is in another universe. Squirrel. So, you have a nice restful sleep at the inn that's run by Ulrich and Daphne, who are very pleased to see you.
Do we get a long rest?
You did get a long rest, although I don't think you had any encounters
No, we didn't.
in our previous episode.
Yeah, I mean,
I burned a spell slot somehow.
had one spell slot cast from Mage Armor. She still has one spell slot cast from Mage Armor, so...
Mage armor's good.
detect magic, I think.
Ah, yes, I believe you did detect some magics.
So long rest.
So, while they did seem surprised to have visitors because their rooms don't often get rented, the townsfolk were all very happy to see you and welcoming. And they all seemed to be enjoying themselves at the inn and tavern when you arrived in town, and you had a very nice peaceful rest. You come downstairs in the morning and find that, again, most of the town is here, eating and drinking and having their morning to do.
Hopefully not in the middle of the tavern.
Not that kind of to do.
Do we find that they're overly cheerful?
Nobody seems to have complaints.
I want to say that we did manage to figure out last time that the people are more constructs of the bubble that we're in.
They're artificial.
Yes. So, which means
Hate
I can
fake
run.
people.
Which means I can.
You did get a feel that they may not be as they seem, yes. Though you're not quite sure.
I thought Arvine managed to whatever your
Arvine.
Oh, Syndra?
Syndra. Yes, sorry. Syndra, Arvine. They sound the same.
Just don't
Made a check.
Greg already tried to call me Chandra once.
don't combine them into sardine.
That would be an uncomfortable situation. Oh!
Sounds squibby.
So we're looking for
So-
Vargan? Is that basically what's happening?
So you come down from your rooms, and Daphne's at the desk as normal. So, I hope you had a great stay. I hope your rooms were quite comfortable.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
They were?
Yes,
Thank
quite
you.
good.
Yes, very, very
Let's
nice.
have some breakfast, I guess, and see what we think we want to do.
Indeed. We have breakfast ready. Everybody is enjoying their breakfast. You can pull up a table. We have one saved for you, and you see there's a nice round table ready for you in the back.
All right.
Cool.
I'll enjoy breakfast.
Yeah, let's go.
Sure.
Let's
Have some
go
breakfast, yeah.
Have breakfast and kind of listen to the room and see what we can.
I'm gonna hobnob with the
Take in.
room and see if I can get a bead on where we might find Vargas.
Or Quill, however he's referred to here.
Does anyone
we
even
don't
know
know.
what he looks like?
I haven't a clue.
I would be.
I'm sure somebody around here
I would
knows.
like to listen rather than ask, just because I don't know what his relation to these people
All right, you listen.
is
I'll
on
ask.
this plane.
Okay. So if you're going to be listening, I don't know why you guys have to be so hard with each other.
What, John?
You said
Argue
fine.
with me nonstop? Never.
Never. So, Syndra, if you are listening to what's going on around you, give me a perception check.
Okay.
And Whiff, go ahead and give me an insight check based on the information that you're getting from the people when you talk to them.
Kate, I'm Whiff, not you.
We're gonna go with my passive of 10.
Okay. You're not really hearing much.
Okay, I'm
Lost
sorry.
in
What
my
was the
own
roll?
thoughts about spells.
Insight.
Whiff got distracted by her whiff.
Insight.
Insight.
Insight. I have no bonus on my insight. That's okay. 7.
Wow.
Well, if we're going with passive insights, that's 10, the base, because I have no bonus on my insight for doing wisdom checks.
Right, so your perception of the conversations going on in the room is that they're pretty standard fare. People are talking about how the weather is usually really good around here. And you're talking to these people. They're just, again, talking about the weather, gossiping about things around town.
How are the farms?
They do mention that they do know Quill, that he's usually around here.
Really?
He does come by the tavern quite often, actually. He usually plays for them. They haven't seen him in a couple weeks.
Really?
Couple of weeks.
Can we ask?
That is mildly concerning. I haven't heard a rousing bard performance in quite some time. I wouldn't mind hearing one. You know what? I might find him then.
Well, don't you have a bard with you?
Yeah, but he only knows how to toot.
I was going to
He's
ask,
a
did we get
bagpipe player.
a good description of what he looks like from someone speaking about him?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you got a good description of what he looks like just based on your conversation with
With her?
her. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Kick into
Boom. Brain's been in high squirrel mode the last couple weeks. But yeah, they do mention that he hasn't been around in a couple of weeks, but you also notice that even though they talk about a lot, how the weather's so beautiful here, that you're starting to see like a weird kind of rain coming from the sky.
Weird how?
Like it's
weird
just
funny
light
or weird
rain
haha?
from a clear sky. There's no clouds,
Well, it's a demiplane.
but it's
Weird things happen.
raining.
Okay.
Is it wetting the ground?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, does the rain itself look like normal water?
Yep.
I stick my hand in it.
It's rain.
It's rain.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
demiplanes,
how
they're
you
weird.
stuck your hand in it from inside a building, but
I'll go over
What
to a
if we
window.
just kind of
See if my arm is long enough to get past the windowsill.
ask the townsfolk if this is typical weather?
your wings get wet.
Typical weather around here? We get rain on a clear, sunny day?
It's quite peculiar. And they just go back to eating.
I mean, if we go back to our rooms, there's a way that a couple of us could go do some recon, potentially with you, if we wanted to try to.
I don't need to go back to the rooms for that. I'll
Aerial
just head on
view?
out.
Well, if a couple of us are going to go with you, then we would probably choose to be somewhere out of sight to gain the capability to go with you.
Oh, we can just duck around the corner over there. That's easy.
Okay.
I'll show you how to do it.
I mean, do we want to? It's up to you guys.
But where do you want to go?
Do we want to have a few of us do aerial recon, so to speak?
Neil Rock, you notice as you're looking out the window at this rain that all of a sudden it stops raining, and you see thunderclouds roll in and lightning start to flash. But it's not raining anymore.
Demiplanes. But I don't really feel like flying in a
Plane
lightning
is
storm.
peculiar, for sure.
So
This place is weird.
the whatchamacall is rolling ahead of itself.
So do the townsfolk seem perplexed by that as well?
They just seem to be going about their business.
I go out the front door and look.
It looks exactly the same outside than it did inside, so it's nothing to do with the building.
Okay.
I just want to get a better.
Strange.
Yeah.
Weather pattern.
The sky is dark as dark can be, whereas 2 seconds ago it was clear, bright sunny sky with rain. Now it's dark, like you're gonna get a storm, but there's absolutely no storm except for the thunder and lightning.
I mean, I wonder if something about the plane is starting to malfunction,
All the more reason
or
to
if
find our
it
target
is
fast.
responding to our presence.
To find
I mean, we could
Jim.
go.
What was his name?
Vargan.
No, his real name?
Quill.
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 I don't know why Jim came
If the
along.
weather is not ideal for those who have wings, perhaps if we just walk around the town, there were farmlands, we could see if there are other people who know something. Maybe, does Quill live in town? Does he live out of town?
I mean, that seems...
Did they mention anything about that? Any of the townsfolk and what
I mean-
we've looked
I
at?
mean,
That seems
you
the thing
asked
to do.
about him, you didn't ask where he was.
I asked the waitress, "Hey, where does Vargan live?"
Quill.
I guess I misspoke myself because that is what I was looking for. But if I didn't say it, then
Oh,
okay.
I missed it if you said that. I'm looking for
That's okay.
specific
Moving forward.
questions here. Let's role play this out.
I
Moving
gave you one.
Okay,
I just gave you one.
so you asked a waitress.
Yeah. Whoever the person is that's waiting on us.
Oh, Quill. Oh, yes. Well, you're actually in luck. Quill lives up in the manor. It's a beautiful house.
Oh, great.
And they're actually having a party tonight.
They are.
Yeah.
We should go
I
crash
wonder if
it.
that's why he hasn't been around
Fascinating.
for a while.
Well, no. We think he's just busy entertaining his guest.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha.
he has a guest?
What do
Okay.
you mean
Well,
by
yes, they are
guest?
having a party tonight.
He's,
Who's this guest? Sounds exciting.
I don't know about exciting, but well, I don't know if I want to talk about it. It's very
Well, that's okay. I like surprises anyway.
well. Can you keep a secret?
Yeah, sure.
Let me find out. Yes.
Oh my god. So, my lord.
That's
Why
a
do you have
19
to
on
be
the
like
deception,
that?
by the
Why
way.
do you have to be like that? Why do you have to be like that? So, we, townsfolk that is, we've been a little bit, we have been worried about him. I mean, I say we're not worried, but we're worried because, we know he's entertaining, quote unquote, this guest, but that guest gives me kind of the creeps. Have you ever seen something that's like round with an eye and teeth? And like extra eyes?
yes, I think we haven't seen
Like-
something like that.
Not this party.
I have. The final
It's
adventure
kind of
of
creepy and scary looking.
yeah.
And, I mean, Quill assured us that he'd keep it under control and told us to treat him like an honored guest. Well, he's here, but I don't know. The the stalks, they just... Bleh. They give me the heebie-jeebies. You know, the jeebie-heebies? And the heebie-jeebies.
Can anybody go to this party?
Oh, yes. Everybody in town's invited.
Oh, okay, great.
Is it in the
Great.
honor of this guest?
Oh,
that the
yes.
party's
Yes,
being-
yes.
I guess since we're in town, we should go.
Yeah, I guess the four of you
Yeah.
should absolutely go to this party.
Sounds good.
Okay.
There's little eyes on the stalks, too. They're, he's like... He's always watching.
Well, thank you.
Floating orb thing.
I can't wait to
Thank
see
you
it.
for the
That's cool.
information.
Yeah,
We will
thanks.
keep it in confidence.
Does
I
he
do
have a
agree
name?
that caution is warranted.
I don't remember the name. I don't know if he told. I don't know if I heard the name. There's been rumors. There's always rumors. There's not much to do in a small town like this. There's always rumors. You know,
That's
the
what
people
makes
at the
the rumors
farm they
spicy.
like to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if you want the best gossip, you have to go see
The farm?
the people, the seamstress and the tailor and the cobbler.
Ooh, have your kids been
The tailor and the
getting naughty?
cobbler. Okay.
What?
Can you tell us where they are?
They're at the Silks and Souls.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you said the
Let's go ahead.
farm as well. As
Yeah, the
some-
farmers, they have lots of information.
Okay.
They said they're probably sending lots and lots of food up to the manor for tonight. Because you know
Alright.
there's lots of food.
Do you know if this party is invite only, or is it just the whole
Oh no,
town is going?
everybody's invited.
Alright.
I mean, yeah,
That's good to know.
everybody's invited. It's so exciting.
I'm so excited.
It's so exciting.
I think we should put in an appearance over there.
I think we
Right.
probably should. Probably go
But
see
meanwhile, I guess let's
It's
go.
very rare that we have guests in town, so you should definitely go. Quill will be so excited to meet someone new.
Let's go meet some townsfolk.
Cool. All right.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Did you finish your breakfast?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
it was
we're all set.
excellent.
Thank you.
Oh,
very
great,
good.
great. I've heard tell it's great. I've heard tell it's wonderful.
You should try it sometime.
I should, maybe, yeah. Absolutely.
Do we notice if any of the other people there are actually eating?
Give me another perception check. And as she's doing that, Finn, you actually notice that a bar stool on the opposite end of the room suddenly becomes like super saturated in color.
Why is that so bright over there? Do you guys see that?
Do we?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, I'll go over there and poke it.
Perception check is a 20.
You do notice that nobody really seems to actually be eating, and not only that, but when they touch things, you hear like a clink, 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 clink sound, like wood hitting objects.
Oh,
I go and look at
so
the
they're
chair.
perhaps automatons or something. That's interesting.
I go to touch it.
The chair is normal, but you know the color's just way not right.
So it's
The
glitch.
amazing Technicolor bar stool.
Exactly. Go, 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 Barstool, you know what they say.
So something is off.
It would appear to me that everything is glitching.
It looks like, well, and if
And
you,
the storm has passed.
I was able to take a closer
Okay.
look, it appears that people here aren't really eating or drinking. It almost sounds like they might be very well disguised wooden objects from the sounds I'm picking up.
Could I make an arcana check of what I might know about demiplanes and potential instabilities?
Yeah, absolutely.
13.
Okay.
So, some bait.
Knowledge of demiplanes tells you that they're typically not something that the plane itself would unravel if the reason for the plane is okay.
Okay.
So the reason for the plane.
So, well, if it is something wrong with the demiplane itself, then that might indicate, and if the demiplane is becoming unstable, that might mean that there's something wrong with
With Quill?
Quill, yes.
Bargain.
Vargas, whatever, Quill.
Can we just call him
Tim.
Quill?
I would if that name would stick in my head.
like what you write with.
Yes, I know.
Like I'm gonna poke you with a quill.
With a pen. Okay, we'll call him
So
Pen.
that
Or
makes
that
me,
guy in that Marvel movie.
Pencil. Got it.
Yeah.
that makes me concerned that his guest is changing him or leveraging his existing condition in some way,
Or
attempting to break him out. Perhaps.
speculation at this point
But-
requires
Yes.
subterfuge, or breaking down the front.
Well, or we could go talk to the other townspeople and collect some more information.
Let's talk to the tailor and the cobbler.
Yeah.
All right, I can go see the tailor's daughter. Let's get the tailor.
I guess we'll head to the tailor.
Oh boy, he wants to meet the tailor's daughter. Oh. All right, I'm assuming you all still have your maps.
I have one right here.
Right, so you are coming from.
So,
Hi, sweetie.
so the hollowed out building, kind of in the middle, slightly to the north, is the
inn.
Is the inn.
So that one, yep. The one with the X on the top of the roof, but that is just to the right. It's like right across the street.
Yep. Yep.
Is the Silks and Souls.
So the little one right here,
No,
Yeah.
right
up.
across.
It's this one right
Oh,
here.
above it
This
to the
one
north.
right
Oh,
here.
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so northeast.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I forgot there was a compass rose.
Okay.
All right, we'll head there.
Alrighty. So you depart from the inn to the goodbyes of the people around you. They, again, eerily chipper.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye, goodbye.
This whole thing is off.
And you mosey across the street to the Silks and Souls, where you discover Joseph and Henrietta, a human male
Henrietta.
and a tiefling. Josephus, Joe for short, and Henrietta, the tiefling, are going about their day and whispering amongst themselves as you walk in the door to the ding-a-ling-a-ling. And they look up from their work and Joseph, oh, hello, how are you today?
Oh, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I am in,
Hello.
I am in need of a new monogrammed handkerchief so that I may attend the party tonight.
A handkerchief.
I go
My
over.
old one is getting quite dirty.
I go over to him to shake his hand.
Oh, well, hello, it's very nice to meet you, little one.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yes,
Does his
yes.
hand feel like anything other than like? Does it feel like wood?
It feels like a handish.
Handish.
Like flesh?
It doesn't feel abnormal to you, but it also, you're not sure.
Okay. I didn't get any splinters. Okay, gotcha.
You can get splinters now. Well, it's very nice to meet you. If you want more than just a handkerchief, we are definitely the place to be.
Oh, I could absolutely tell that just by looking at the wonderful craftsmanship I've seen you have on display.
But of course, it is the only place to come for the finest in fashion.
What kind of fashion are we talking about?
All fashion.
All fashions.
So let me
fashion.
ask you: is this party tonight? Is it formal? Must we wear tuxedos?
Oh, there's no need for tuxedos, but you do want to make sure that you're not wearing your grubbiest, not like those farmers that live down the hill, you know. They need nice clothes, don't they, Henrietta? Oh, yes, they do, you know. I don't know why they tend to go out feeling all grubby.
Oh, I totally agree. They have this feeling of grubbiness that just
Have you met them?
a little bit. I mean, they some of them came over to the.
You seem like a folk, like a folk with the gift of gab.
Absolutely. Well, I have been known to turn a phrase or two.
Well, you seem like gifted, at the very least. So, you all new here, are you not? I've heard some mumblings about newcomers in town. We don't find newcomers very often.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, we're new.
Yes, that would be us. Absolutely.
How exciting, how exciting.
And of course,
what do you know about Cole's guest?
Oh, his house guest.
Yeah.
Very odd, very odd. I don't know how I would make shoes for something like that. He doesn't seem to really have feet. But I suppose I could cobble up something to help with his stocks.
Well, I'd
You could
probably...
make up some stockings.
I like you.
You beat me to the pun.
Big sigh.
Dad joke.
I was gonna make some. I was gonna make one about about getting him shoes with no sole, but
Good one, my friend.
Fine lot. And you look like you could use a new coat. Look at those magnificent wings you have.
Why, thank you. I know they're magnificent. Probably a coat would be in order for our party.
Oh, we can measure you up and get you all nice and fancy.
You make me a coat to match my hat.
Absolutely.
he has,
I'm
he
sure
has that wonderful
Joe
fancy.
Yeah.
can do anything for you.
So what's the best gossip that you heard lately?
Oh, the best gossip is always about Quill and his friend.
Like what?
Oh, well, they're always lingering around that castle, just going about their business, and strange things seem to happen ever since that little round thing showed up, like storms out of nowhere, and all of a sudden my red fabric turned pink the other day.
Quick aside, you said castle. Do you mean castle, or did you misspeak and are talking about?
Oh, the manor. I just
Okay.
call the manor a castle.
Okay.
It's so grand in comparison to all the little places that we live in.
Oh, this sounds like some place that I must absolutely see.
Yes, it's just grand. It's a grand place. You definitely have to see it. Are you
But
going
of
to
course I
go to
can.
the party tonight?
Yeah.
Thinking about it, and of course we
Definitely.
can't go in our traveling club.
No.
So
Of course
I need-
not.
So I at the very least need a little something to spruce us up.
Absolutely. Well,
Whatever
we
you
will
have.
hook you
Dress
up.
coat, perhaps.
Indeed, we can hook you up with anything you like, anything at all.
Can you hook him up with your daughter? No, I'm kidding.
Well,
Do the clothing montage.
I don't have a daughter.
I didn't say that. I'm kidding.
That's very bold of you, though. Do I seem like I'm old enough to have a daughter?
No, not at all.
Oh, I must be getting back to my cream regimen. I wonder when that traveling merchant's going to be back in town.
Ah, you're
Oh,
beautiful.
I don't know. He only comes by like maybe once a month.
what traveling
What's up?
merchant is this?
Oh, we get merchants every now and then, but
Oh, yes, a
I
town
have
like this.
no idea where they come from.
And what do they bring you?
Creams and powders and, the finer things.
Oh, yes, a town like this would definitely have to have somebody bring in for some of their extras.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you notice that the sound of the people outside on the street stops altogether.
Thank you.
It's
Oh,
very
I take a
quiet
quick
all
look
of a
Even though
sudden.
they're
I
still
don't
out
know
there.
why. We just every now and then we just get some people around, but I wouldn't call them folks like you. I mean, we have the merchants that show up on a regular basis.
The same ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do take a quick look outside the window.
Oh, there's still people out there.
Just no sound.
Can't
Just
hear.
they're not making any sound.
Something is strange.
Are they still moving?
Yeah. And they're they look like they're talking.
All right, I'm going to chalk this up to the demiplane weirdness myself. Okay.
Well, she did mention that the weirdness started happening when,
When the
The
guests
guests.
showed up.
yeah, the guest, one of those beer holders.
I'll have a
Yeah.
talk with you guys about that type of guest because I have encountered them before.
The weird silence thing is the worst one.
Yeah.
Seems strange.
And sometimes, out of nowhere, everything turns gray. Can you imagine working on a suit that is the most beautiful purple in the world, and all of a sudden it's gray?
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Extremely frustrating.
I
Yeah.
hope it turns back.
That's a bummer.
All right.
Oh yeah, it turns back. It's like all of a sudden my eyesight just turned into black and white. Ugh. Worst thing ever.
Well, are we
Taylor,
going
can't see
to?
color. But anyway, come on back. We'll get you all measured up and we'll get you all suited.
Absolutely, please.
Yes, it's on the house. I'll tell you what, we'll even go as your +1s tonight.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. That
We'll
sounds
show you
great.
all around. We'll
Sure,
make sure
sure.
you get in.
Thank you.
Excellent. That sounds great.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
I asked for something in like earth tones.
Absolutely,
Sandra asks
absolutely.
for a dress coat with a feminine cut in shades of teal blue.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I can make you a great pair of heels, but not with a heel. They're great for running.
If you can build it into some boots that are still fashionable and dressy,
Absolutely.
I would appreciate that.
I have the greatest little ties that will be just a dream. Makes it so much easier to take them on and off. I can't tell you how hard it is to find something that is pretty but isn't so effeminate.
Well, thank you. That's appreciated.
I'm thinking of something
We get some clothes.
in a high-class fashionable camo.
What is this camo?
It's a fairy thing.
It's a very
Who brought
He's
the fairy?
saying he likes
Camel?
patterns.
You want something in camel? What?
He likes patterns and perhaps in the shades of blue that he's already wearing. If you have something,
Oh, so you want something to match your
some
wings?
very colors.
Oh, if you
To
think you can work
accent?
something out, I think.
Oh, I have the most beautiful gossamer fabric.
I will. I throw myself at the mercy of your artistic sense.
Well, don't throw yourself at me. I'm only a little tiefling. Might hurt me.
I'm smaller than you.
Oh,
I'll need a formal uniform based upon what I'm wearing now.
okay. We can do that.
Thank you.
Okay. Time skip.
All right.
So
Montage?
Fast forward.
they tell you that they'll have it ready for you by about an hour before the party starts, which
Okay.
you also find out is about 9 o'clock this evening.
All right, well,
Okay,
let's go
cool.
see what else the town has to offer. Maybe we meet some merchants while we're out and about, and we'll come back. Thank
Sure.
you.
We didn't get a good look at the market while we were here.
Yeah, we could head over to the farmers too.
Did we ask them about Quill?
I asked her about the guest, and she just said that there was all the weird things going on since it showed up.
Yeah. And it's probably around this time that you can fill us in on the peeping ball.
Yeah, so when you guys are out of the shop, Sindra explains about beholders and that she encountered some while tackling some challenges with a different group of people, including Britannia, outside the village of... I'm trying to think what that was out of. Volo's Wake, out of character. Or what were we...
Fandolin?
Fandolin?
Yeah.
So on the outskirts of Fandolin, and how we encountered some lesser beholders in the caves in that area, and had to stop them. And they are potent creatures.
What are all the ice dogs about?
They have magical abilities that they can cast at you. A whole array of different things that they can do that might hurt you, might slow you down, stop you for a little while. It's wise to fight them with magical countermeasures, and I've heard that some of them sometimes have magical countermeasures of their own. I'm trying to remember if the ones we fought in Volo's Wake actually had the anti-magic field or not. I don't know if she would have.
I don't
I
even
don't
think it wasn't a full. I think you were fighting.
It was like a lesser
it was,
beholder.
it was like a
yeah.
spectator or something.
Yeah,
which is
so
a minor version of it.
but
So that class of monster, anyway. Has
yeah,
kept
they're
us. But
very
we don't know what we're facing specifically
challenging
here.
aberrations to try to fight.
Yeah.
So do we want to talk to the farmers real quick? Or do
We
we
might
want
as
to
well. We've got time to kill. We got the whole day before we have to meet this evening to get our
head over to the
outfits.
farmers area?
Which hopefully we can avoid a fight entirely.
That's fair.
Yeah, if you want to head over to the farm area, it is the area all the way to the west on the map.
Map.
Is the sound still
Yep. See it.
dead, or has that reset?
Oh, the sound has come back.
Okay.
Yep. As soon as you walk out of the shop, the hustle and bustle of the townsfolk seems to come back to life. Magically.
This is a very strange place.
Yes, I am concerned for the well-being of this plane.
And you hear from the shop window, "Oh, and if you find anything else about Mr. Quills,
strange and, secretive life, do let us know on your way to the ball.
If we find
Party, sorry.
Okay, sure.
If we find anything about it, we will absolutely tell you on the way.
Okay, head over to the farmers.
All right.
So you guys hit the road again. You're just kind of meandering about the villagers as they're making their way about their day. Seems like nobody's crowded into the inn anymore. They've now kind of flooded into the marketplace and gone about their business.
Their NPC pathing has moved them away.
Yes,
from
their
the,
NPC pathing has moved them into their new paths. Their day-to-day life has begun. And as you approach the farm, you do notice that it seems like a nice hefty group of family-owned farms. There's multiple different families that make up the little outskirts. And there's lots of livestock there. They're definitely producing lots of grain and medicinal plants. There's sheep and cattle.
Try to find somebody to talk to.
Okay. So you search around for a little bit, and you do end up running into, a middle-aged gentleman. He says, "Hey, welcome to my farm.
Hello.
What can I do for you?"
Oh, we're new here. We're trying to get the lay of the land. There's like a party tonight or something with the quill guy.
I just sent a very big delivery up to the manor house.
What was it?
Oh, meat, potatoes, grains. Clearly making a really big meal.
How many people are supposed to be attending?
Oh, the whole town.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What can you tell me about his guest?
That weird thing?
Yeah.
Oh, nobody really knows much about it. Except that it makes me feel weird when it's around.
Makes you feel weird when it's around.
How so?
Does it come down from the manor?
Yeah, sometimes Quill comes around with it. They make their way around the village when they have to pick things up. But it seems like lately they're ordering things up to the manor more so than coming down with anything. The creaturey thingamabobber McCuzma what's it. This doesn't seem to really love people all that much.
Oh, okay. Got it.
How does it make you feel?
As long as I get to do my chores and get paid, I don't really care much, I guess. Chewing on a thick wheat.
Cool. Well, thank you for the info.
Hey, you're welcome. If you like, you can check out, the animals. The kids in town seem to like them. I don't know if you guys know a lot about animals and livestock, but you're new in town, so you might like them. I don't know where you come from. I don't know anything about any other town but here. So.
Yeah, faraway village.
Yeah, I was wondering if I had any kind of speak with animals spell.
I'll head over to some of the animals. Do they look like regular old animals, like I would expect to see?
Yeah.
They're not moving weird or anything?
I ride a sheep!
Cinder does ask him about some of the abnormal things that we've already observed in the village and whether they see that out here at the farm too.
Yeah.
The weather and
Yeah, the weather has been a little wonky lately. It hasn't messed with my crops though. Everything grows just like it should.
Alright. Nice. Good to know.
I guess that is a little weird, huh?
Mighty fine livestock you got.
Yeah. Some prize-winning cows.
They are very contented.
Moo.
I'm gonna try a perception check just as I'm moving away from this guy and looking at the animals. I just want to investigate or perceptify, whichever one, just to see if there's anything weird or out of the ordinary, like what we saw inside the tavern or the inn.
Okay. Are you looking to do perception on the animals, on him, or both?
Well, if I can get sort of out of his view a little bit, or maybe like behind a hay bale or something, I might actually like dig my hands around and like feel if like anything, if it feels like dirt, if it feels like hay, maybe like pet an animal,
Yeah.
you know, rattle the fence, just like see if anything seems off, feels
Okay.
or looks off.
Give me an investigation check with advantage, because I will let you get. There's plenty of area that you can get outside of view of someone
Okay.
to do like really in-depth investigation.
Okay.
Did you roll like 2 2s?
I got 2 5s. And my bonus is +0.
Oh no!
Barf.
You dig around in the dirt, and you get so excited to feel the dirt that you just end up playing in the dirt.
Did he make a mud pie?
Yeah.
This is not unusual behavior.
Because it's still a little wet from the rain earlier, so you just really, oh, the dirt feels so good.
I put it on my face like Conan the Barbarian.
Rage!
Yes.
We're gonna have to go to a party later.
All
You
right.
might want to clean yourself up a little, a tad
Well,
bit.
someone in the party has
Is there like a
prestidigitation.
trough where the animals have water?
Oh yeah.
I start bathing in that.
Oh, jeez.
You do see one of the farm hands walk by and kind of give you a quizzical look, and I keep going.
I'll probably tackle out at this point. Hey, dude. How's it going? Just washing up here. Just washing up in the trough.
They've never seen, you know. They've never seen this. There's lots of different types of people in town, but they've never seen this.
If nothing else, we will definitely be remembered for something.
Put my clothes back on and join the party.
Okay.
Oh,
Didn't
you're
know you
naked all this
stripped.
time?
Yeah, he said he was tackle out.
Oh.
When I was in the trough, washing myself, I was tackle out.
Oh, okay.
Somebody got my.
I thought you
My
said
wife
you were
understood.
talking loud.
I didn't know his bait and
first time I've
tackle
ever
was
heard
out.
that.
Tackle out.
I was trying to think of a hammer joke and I couldn't come up with one.
Bait and tackle,
Yeah.
The hammer is my
Franks and
penis.
beans.
Oh no. Were the beans about the Franks?
Apparently they were.
He was
for a certain amount of time.
The curtains didn't match the drape.
Cinder just shakes her head.
I would be very
As he's
concerned
getting
if that
out of the
was
trough,
case.
you guys smell a horrible smell.
Rage, I
Rage.
thought I told you to clean up.
Well, I just washed up.
Jesus.
You sniff around him and you realize it's not him. It's like
Sorry, Rage.
Something.
It's all good.
it's something else. It almost smells like rotting onions, but there's definitely nothing rotting. Everything on the farm is like pristine.
So just something else going on again. This is strange.
Are there any plants that look odd?
Nope. Everything is very healthy.
Well,
Is there anything in Cinder's magical knowledge that would start to pick up on, like, has she read about something like this before? Or,
Give me an Arcana check.
See if you can roll better than me.
right? Okay. 21.
I think you rolled better than me.
She has a +8 for Arcana.
Yeah, that's a little better than my +2.
Sorry, what was the roll again?
21.
Okay. All right. So with the 21, you search a little farther in your mind because you did do a little bit of research after you came across those beings in Vandelver, and you seem to remember that they do grow up into something that has the ability to like change dreams, like alter reality a little bit. But it's super vague to you. You didn't really get to study it a lot before you kind of lost track of Britannia and started focusing on that.
I'm
That's
gonna
not
find it and
good.
whisper in its ear and have a crate for the mountain of gold. I'm kidding.
I wouldn't put it past you, I wouldn't put it past you.
So I share that with the party. That's concerning.
These are weird little balls of eyes.
They are. I mean, I think our focus should be on curing Quill first, right? But obviously, if this thing tries to stop us...
Where's the
Say,
dagger?
if this thing gets in our way, whatever
How much time before the party?
I still think we should focus on curing Quill, because
It's
if he
still
comes to
before
his
noon
senses and we have to stop
point.
this thing,
Probably
then that's
like
an
10 or
ally
11
we
o'clock.
could well use.
Who has the dagger?
Our sneaky little roguey dude
Okay, that's good.
who has innate invisibility.
Yeah, that's good.
Sindra would also have told you, she does have greater invisibility, so if you want her to use that on you when the time is right, she may. It's an option on the table.
an option.
I guess if we're done talking with this guy, we can head to the market maybe, I guess.
Sure,
I can
absolutely.
do some shopping. Get some lunch while we're there.
This party
Find a
eats
meat
a lot.
stall.
This is the most well-fed party I've
It
ever been
really
in.
is.
Not
I let you guys
wrong about
stop
the
for food a
pregnant lady.
All of a sudden, there's a taco truck.
Wouldn't put it
Finn
past
did not
this
say he
plan.
was hungry.
Is it
That's
Tuesday
true.
already?
Finn is like, guys, can we stop like bathing in troughs and rolling in dirt?
Yes, it's very unimpressive.
You did determine that the dirt was real dirt, though.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
It was the water, real water.
And the water was definitely making the dirt mud.
Oh,
Water sucks. Gatorade is better.
What's she doing, Chris?
She's just hanging up on
Not
the television.
sponsored by Gatorade.
So, you guys meander back towards the market. You can either go straight through past the front of the inn again, or you can kind of take the long way around.
Let's take
Take
the
the
long way
scenic
around.
route.
Yeah, see different stuff.
We're not in a hurry. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to head south towards the fork in the road where you originally came into town, you can definitely do that.
Sure.
All right.
It's a little bit of a walk, but it's kind of nice day out now that the weird storms have passed
And we can hear again.
and you can hear again. As you're kind of coming along to the fork in the road, you do see a slender elfish-looking woman up ahead, who's just kind of skirting around the edges of the forest.
Was that Kilara who we overheard in the inn the other night?
Yes, I forgot that you guys overheard her.
Okay.
Yes, so she looks very familiar for those who actually saw her, heard her.
That's right. Kilara the hunter. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Hello. Are you Kilara?
Oh, hello. Yes, the new folks in town. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Decent.
I'm great. I was just doing a little bit of hunting. Thought I might get some of my own meat tonight, as most of the other things are going up to the party.
Oh, it sounds like you're not going.
Oh, well, not really one that really enjoys those big gatherings. I tend to stay to my own. I like to stay in the woods.
What can you tell us about Quill and his friend, if you know anything?
Very direct, aren't you?
Now, Quill, like I said, I tend to stay in the woods. This place is odd to me.
Odd how?
No, you really need to be careful about where you go in the woods. I've noticed sometimes if you get very, very deep into the woods, that you get disoriented. Like, I'll be traveling west, and all of a sudden, the town is to my west, instead of behind me to the east.
That's weird.
I mean, does it always seem to
Like
be...
I got turned around, but I never turned around.
So does the town always seem to put itself in front of you, no matter what direction you go out?
Eventually, yeah.
That's rather interesting.
Or if I keep heading north, eventually it will be north again.
Did you grow up in this area, or did you...
Yes. I've always lived here.
Okay.
How's the hunting been?
Oh, it's always great hunting. Yes. There's lots of animals. never a
Right.
shortage of things to do. I don't know. I feel weird being in town. I just like to be out in the forest. And Quill, I don't know. He's a nice guy. That friend, quote unquote, that people talk about, I don't like him.
Why not?
Have you seen him?
We have not yet.
No, we've heard about him though.
I've
and
heard a
having
description of
met
the
met
brown
others like him before.
thing with the eye
share-
stalks.
I share your instinct. Seems like a good instinct.
I have a very bad feeling about him.
What have you seen as far as like the strange weather patterns that we were noticing this morning and just other things that seem to change color suddenly or stop making noise?
Yeah, I've lived here my whole life. I've never seen anything like it.
Interesting.
It's been recent. Like in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
And how long did you say his friend has been here?
2 or 3 weeks? Curious.
That's fascinating.
But anyway, I should get back to hunting.
All right, we'll let you get to it.
Okay.
Waters off.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Keep going to the market.
Yeah, head on to the market then.
On to the market.
On to the market.
So as you approach the market now, you do see exactly as the tailor and cobbler mentioned. There's some of the wives of farmers are there selling produce and livestock, meat, as well as, garments and jewelry and other wares. They all seem to be regular villagers. Same type of people that you've seen everywhere. There's elves, there's tieflings, there's dwarves, there's all manner of people.
Okay.
All speak in common,
All having a good time.
peddling their wares.
Anybody buying?
Oh yeah.
Is there anything of interest for sale as far as like weaponry, potions, scrolls, yada yada?
Small town like this, probably not much, but
Nothing that really catches your eye. It's mostly food, fabric, other necessities.
Okay.
Nothing
Okay,
really
so
of magical
yeah, I shouldn't
significance.
expect to find much, but it's just in case.
People are exchanging money and
Yeah,
being handed,
as far as you can tell.
as far as we can tell.
do I in fact find a taco stand?
Yes, you find a taco stand.
Sweet, I buy a taco.
You find a mutton and cheese wrapped mutton and cheese stand.
Here's a question: when we eat the food, do we actually feel full?
Yes,
Street
Okay.
mutton.
it is real food.
I mean, I would assume if we've been sustaining, or if this place houses a real person, then
I mean,
the food must be real.
there must be some food, but you're not. Some demiplanes, yeah, you don't want to eat the food because bad things happen, but you seem to be okay here.
You are getting real food that
Right.
you are ingesting.
Right.
Yes. When you eat.
It didn't look like anybody else was eating,
Right.
according to Whiff.
I mean, based on what I saw with the people in the inn, am I still noticing kind of like the same inconsistencies everywhere
Yes.
else? Now that I
You're
know what I'm
still
looking
hearing
for,
the weird tapping
wooden
when
noises.
people
Yeah.
touch things, like, when the farmers are like touching the sides of their stalls. It definitely sounds like wood touching wood. I know you hate it when I tap the table, but it's for a reason.
Totally fine.
Like the sound of a spoon touching the side of a mug when they pick up a drink, stuff like that.
Sure.
Would that be an approximation of, like, thinking they're puppets?
Give me...
Cinder can ritual cast detect magic. But I don't know that's going to help
I
much,
think
other than maybe see that
No
there's
rock already did
illusion
that, right?
magic on them, right?
You already used detect magic at some point.
I did that yesterday.
Where did you use it in the plane, or did you use it before we came here?
I'm trying to remember when I used it.
I wasn't sure if you'd use it while we're in this demiplane. Apparently, it didn't give you a lot of really useful information, although you'd probably remember. It's all good.
You can give me another Arcana check, Finn, if you want to see if you can figure out why they're sounding like they are.
Not with that. 6.
Yeah, it's not coming to you. It's not like anything you've ever seen.
That's what she said.
That is true, though.
Syndra tries detect magic with the...
If you want to, you can.
All right, yeah, she'll take the 10 minutes while we're wandering around to ritual cast it, so she can just kind of take a look, and not burn the spell slot. Yeah,
You are blinded by magical auras everywhere.
right. It might be. She half expects that. So,
So you take the time to cast detect magic as you're wandering around the market. However, you do not pick up any magical sense.
Signatures or anything?
No magical signatures.
nothing on the people making noises.
Nope.
I have a question, Sarah.
Fascinating.
Yes.
I have fear that maybe they might be.
I have a feature called Artificer's Lore, which says you can add 2 times your bonus to history checks related to magic items, alchemical objects, or technological devices. If they were all in some way like a technological device, can I make a history check to be able to discern that? If the answer is no, that's fine. I was just curious.
History sounds like a weird thing to me, but okay. I would say that would be more for like you come across something and you want to figure out what it is type feature.
Right, people that sound like they're puppets made of wood. I want to discover what that is. If they're a technological device, maybe I'd be like, that moves like a marionette that I saw, or something like that. But
That's what
but
I think they are.
I mean, it may not apply. I just thought I would ask.
I don't feel like I can ask this question without giving away what they are.
Well, then just say that doesn't apply.
I would say it doesn't apply in this case.
Okay, that's totally fine. Totally fine. I'm going to go up to a food vendor.
Okay.
And
The taco truck.
and say, hey, what can you tell me about Quill and this gift of his?
Quill is amazing. Quill is the best man in town. So entertaining. We miss having him play at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very much so. His guest is weird.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've been hearing.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Thank you.
When did he stop playing again?
It was maybe a couple weeks ago. He stopped coming around regularly. He used to come out like almost every night, and entertain us with his songs and his stories. Such a sorting, wonderful past.
Is that when his guest showed up at that point?
Yeah, come to think of it, it's about that same time frame. Interesting. Would you like a taco?
Well, sure, thank you.
What is a taco?
Oh, you haven't tried one?
Oh,
Oh, you need to.
from the
Oh,
I'm
yes.
from the
Advise
mountains.
you to try a
Stuff
taco.
the
We don't have-
mutton in like
we don't
this,
have
and then you put the
Tacos in
cheese
the mountains.
and the greens
The tomatoes.
in the the shell that we made out of the wheat. Here, you'll like it.
It's meat and green and salads
I
and cheese.
do believe it's a sandwich, but the meat's on the outside, though.
Quite delicious.
On the good days, it'll be raining tacos.
And the bread's on the
From out of the
inside.
sky
Tacos.
for you and for I.
You should write a song about that.
You should write a song about that.
What are you people? On dope?
It's raining tacos,
From out of the sky.
sky tacos.
Oh my goodness.
No need to ask why. Meat and cheese. Shells and something else I can't remember.
So, time skip to 9 o'clock?
It's raining.
I cast a
tacos.
silent spell.
Oh no!
We're here at the market. I'm kind of curious of what this building with the big X's at the far side of the market
It's nothing.
It's nothing. Okay, so
It's just the roofs.
I don't have a number for it, so it's nothing.
It's a nothing. It's just
an
a building.
extra.
Not significant on the map.
It's not significant to the story.
Fair enough.
Is what it is.
Okay, then we can move past it.
That's it.
So,
So
okay.
you finish up at the market. It's probably mid-afternoon. You have some time to kill. You do have the option of going to the manor house before the party, or you could wait around and meet up with your plus ones.
Well, we do need
have
our
our fancy-
fabulous
have our fancy
attire.
clothes.
Right.
I mean, yes, out of character real quick. I mean, Whiff would be all
Are you
for...
ever out of character?
Sometimes. Whiff would be all for a making a scouting trip over to the manor to investigate. But again, I don't want this to become the Whiff show. So,
Can we like walk around it? Around
Yeah.
the manor?
For outside
So
observation.
the manor is the big block all the way to the north.
The
of-
square.
Big
Oh,
action.
okay, so we walked right by it practically anyway. All right.
It's not far from
It's
the
this-
Silken Soul.
Yeah, that's the inn where we stayed, and that's the manor.
Yeah, it's not far from the Silken Soul.
Well, why don't we go just like walk around in front of it at the very least?
Sure.
at least visually scope out the
Yeah.
outside. Yeah.
And then if you want to have a little bit of the whiff show, I wouldn't necessarily say that's a bad idea, John.
Yeah.
What do we see at the front?
Okay, so as you walk to up the northern passes of the Wisteria Vale, the biggest house in the area stands out to you. It's the most ornate building in the village. It's 2 stories tall and made of white stone that gleams in the light as it catches it. It's a very beautiful house.
Shiny.
Cool.
There is a rather ornate front door, and there is a pathway that leads around to the back.
Okay.
Do I see much in the way of traffic going in and out beyond, like, maybe any supply?
You do see some foot servants, making deliveries around back, but nobody really coming in and out of the front.
Okay. But there are deliveries being brought in,
Yeah.
presumably for the party.
Yes.
Okay. Some people from the farms.
Yes.
Well, let's go check out what we're going to have for grub.
Sure.
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 So
good.
you follow this pathway, and it does take you around the side of the building to a door that looks like maybe it leads to kitchen area.
Okay.
You can only assume based on the food shipments that are coming in and out.
Sure.
Is it dusk?
It's still like mid-afternoon.
Oh, I'm way off course.
You haven't even picked up your clothes yet.
So this door to this kitchen area is open.
The door is closed, but
We've seen people coming in and out of there.
yeah, people seem to be coming in and out. It doesn't look like anybody's like stopping and locking the door
Okay.
from what you've seen.
I'm assuming there's, like, windows all around.
Oh
this
yeah,
building.
it's a pretty grand manor. There's second-story windows too.
Things aren't boarded up. It's all
No,
open.
It's very open and
Okay.
definitely a working manor house.
Are things being thrown out the second story windows?
You got what I was putting down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk in that kitchen entrance.
Okay. Sure. Are you going to do so sneakily?
Rage?
Or are you just
Rage?
going to
I'm just going to walk
What are
right
we
in.
talking about?
My hammer probably clunks the door on the way on the way
Oh
in.
boy.
I am going to
Scratching the floors.
stealthily follow behind him in case he needs backup. So remember, Rage, we're not here to completely trash the place before the party.
Don't split
Says
the
you.
party up.
I really want my new jacket. And if we trash the place before I get my new jacket, then I'm never going to get it. And I'm going to be mad.
I walk in the back door, non-stealthily.
Fine. They're all with all eyes on him. I'm still going to be stealthily there. Stealthily. Stealthily there to back him up.
Goodness gracious.
I am not invisible at this time. Because I can only do that a
Okay.
couple of times.
Alrighty. Well, as the two of you, I'm not going to let you do a stealth check because you're coming in with a rage. Walk in the door to what is definitely a kitchen. You... Oh my gosh, sorry.
No worries.
You come across what seems to be a housekeeper. Excuse me, are you here for deliveries?
Actually, I was here to pay a visit to Vargan. He told me to stop by before the party.
I'm sorry, Vargan? Who is...
Quill. Quill asked me to stop by
Oh.
before the party.
Oh,
So something about his friend needed something, his guest or something. Asked me to stop by.
okay.
I don't know what he needed done, but I'm an adventuring type, so that's why they asked me to come.
Well, that's interesting. I don't remember him telling me that he was expecting company, but I suppose I could just take your word for it. Hold on one moment. He leaves the kitchen for a minute while I figure out what he does. Wasn't expecting that.
Now can I go hide in the rafters?
Are you trying to pick a fight before we even get to the
Are you
party?
like invisible in the room with me?
I'm not invisible, but I am there with you.
Okay, all right.
I mean, are those of us who are not being crazy and trying to go inside and bluff the situation enough in earshot that we can hear you guys getting yourselves in trouble?
I don't know. Where are you guys right now?
Well, they're not really in trouble at this point.
Yeah.
Or
We just walked.
the door.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
walked in the door.
Okay.
I'm talking to this person.
Okay, so you're
You
just
guys
against the
can be
door,
like right behind us on the
Yeah,
stairs.
we'll be
or something.
outside on the stairs.
So as Damien leaves, you do look around, and this kitchen is bright and clean. 2 windows looking out into the yard that you just came from. The air smells of spices, and a man hums to him. Damien
Yes,
was humming
yes.
to himself, and as you came in, and stirring a large iron pot that was over the fire. Dishes and platters are artfully arranged with hors d'oeuvres and sit on the table alongside a bowl of magenta punch.
Ooh,
So clearly they're getting ready for the party.
awesome.
He comes back in, and since you did mention that Quill invited you here, he lets you know that he can take you to Quill right now, and he starts to assist you up towards one of the guest bedrooms.
Okay. I'm going to tell him. The group of people that I'm the leader of. They me and my friend here.
Wait, there's more of you.
Just they're waiting out. They're waiting out back. But if you're escorting us up to see him, then we need to go up and see him.
Give me a persuasion check, because now he's suspicious.
Persuasion.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
13.
I'm not sure. You said it was just the 2 of you. Now there's more of you. And he looks outside and sees 3 well-armed people. Wait a minute. Are you here to start trouble?
No, it's some kind of a job, but this is the party I do my jobs with.
Jobs?
Yeah, adventuring jobs. Things need to get done.
There's no jobs to be done here. This is just a party.
Maybe a deception check?
That's not what I was told.
I think maybe you'd be better off leaving.
Where did he say he was taking us?
To his master.
It's one of the guest
One of the
rooms.
guest bedrooms.
One of the guest bedrooms. Gotcha.
Yeah.
If you just want to tell me what room he's in, I'll just go say hi.
Yeah, no, I don't think that will be happening.
Well, look, I don't want to get physical here, but you better get out of the way.
Yeah, Rage.
Rage, let's go.
Let's,
Come on.
Come on, Rage. Let's. If he's busy now, then we'll just have to talk to him at the party. I mean, we know he's going to be there at the party.
Let's just visit him the way that the rest of the townsfolk would.
You're not there.
I'm outside the door looking in. You guys are doing this right there.
I just push my way past the guy and I walk into the house.
What? Are you trying to make it so we don't get invited to the party
We
later
can
on?
actually roll out that map now.
I want my jacket. I messed up getting my jacket.
What's happening?
Here, gonna need a kniff.
Well, just like my grandma would say,
take the
a
top
hard
one
head
from
makes a
unraveling.
soft bum.
He is Rage. You let him go in first.
I didn't let him go in
I
there.
just let him go anywhere.
You gave him the option.
I wrote on my character sheet, which is now completely written out by hand, impatient. Under the flaws category.
Okay.
Hi, kiddo.
All right. So, here's the map. I say that's a nice map.
It's nice.
There's something there.
Hi. Hi.
Both floors on one map. A fantastic idea.
Thank you.
I spend way too much time making maps and
I don't really know
Okay,
what
so
5
one,
minutes of an adventure using them.
one freaking fairy and one
What?
and one dwarf, too big for his britches.
Can we move down a little further that way? As we're,
Hurry.
well, because we're on the ground floor right now, so we'll
We
see
are.
more if we're down more
So,
that way.
what's one Wereby kitchen?
It would be the room right above that staircase.
Kitchen.
That one, yeah.
Okay,
The
so
door.
that would put us here. And the rest of this we don't know about.
Looks like we're in trouble there, Syndra. Our companions.
So Damien snaps as he leaves the room, and in through the door from the main hallway there comes an animated suit of armor.
Uh-huh.
Oh dear.
Like there.
From the main hall. Yep.
No.
Perfect.
Ah,
Roll for initiative.
rage.
Oh, not us. We're not in there.
Well, yes, us.
Yes, yes.
We're
You're like
outside
right
the door.
outside the
Like,
door.
we're literally out here. We can see what's happening.
Oh, wait, I have advantage on that door. Advantage.
Don't forget you have advantage on your initiatives.
A 2 and an 8.
Sarah, are you allowing PvP in this? No.
I mean, sure.
No.
I mean, PvP in the aspect of you could grab your fellow comrade and drag him out the door. Yes.
I
Well,
could
he's tiny,
try and
so-
fail
That is an
miserably.
option.
I could try and fail miserably, is what you're saying.
Opposed checks, but no actual.
I'm walking through the house and Whiff is like flying, holding onto my shoulders, and I'm dragging him
No,
through the house.
no, don't go. What are you doing? No.
Damien. I don't trust guys named Damien.
It's a great name. I don't know what you're talking about.
Has he ever seen The Omen?
I know, right?
It's actually a classic horror one that I've
Damien
never
is
seen.
literally the name of the
Omen?
devil's son, man.
The Omen, yes.
It's been remade.
Several times.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, that's
Might be a dice on the floor somewhere.
Did you lose a die, Greg?
No, one of her dice.
Oh, one of Kate's dice?
What's that?
One of Liliana's dice.
Oh, Liliana's dice. The foam ones,
Okay.
that's fine. That's
yeah,
fine.
that's fine.
Okay. Whew.
I don't know if our tailor friends are going to be able to get us into the party later.
That depends on a lot of things at this point.
I like the sound of that.
You forced the issue.
All right, Finn,
15.
Syndra,
17.
Neil Rock,
13.
With
19.
Rage.
10.
The one most ready to
Wow.
fight was the one least ready to fight.
He's like struggling to get his hammer off his back.
He's like, what is going on? What the heck? Why didn't they give me a separate line for his initiative? It's their dexterity bonus, right?
Correct.
Okay.
How many other people are still in this kitchen who are like innocent bystanders?
Nobody. The guy was alone.
Okay.
And he bailed?
And he's bailed.
Hi, Brian.
Okay, so our initiative is with Syndra, Finn, Neil Rock, Rage, and the armor.
And then the armor.
Who got first?
Rolled a 1 for his initiative.
Who won the initiative order?
Yo.
With.
I thought he rolled like a 10.
No, I rolled a
You
19.
got a 19.
Not
Oh, jeez.
Rage.
I rolled a
With.
10.
Rage. Oh, whiffed it. Okay. All right. Drag him out of there, man.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Whiff. So, Mr. Butler just ran off and called in an animated suit of armor. You are standing there with your ever so
Intelligent.
friend facing this situation. What would you like to do?
Okay. Well, first I'm going to step over here. And I'm going to say... what am I going to say?
Brain.
I say, Rage, you're making sure I don't get my jacket. No, I'm not going to say that. So I'm going to be like, Rage, look, I get it. This place is weird, and it's kind of, and it's a little bit unnerving. But
That's 10
if we're
words.
just going to try to
That's 10 words. You're done.
attempt a persuasion here, is what I'm going to attempt.
So you're gonna step out and be like, I get it, this place is weird, and try to shove him out the door? Or are you just trying to persuade him?
At this point, I am just trying to persuade him because I know that if I try to actually push him, it's not going to work well.
Okay, your action would be a persuasion check then?
I guess I could, yeah, I wouldn't mind, I could burn that for my action.
And I guess that would be against a...
It would be an opposed roll against...
I mean, this is a tricky situation because you don't want to take agency away from the player.
Right.
Like, so if he rolls high and I roll low, it's not like I'm just going to be like, okay, whatever you say. You know, this is really just kind of a roleplay situation.
It really is more of a roleplay situation, but it's also a situation where my character is much more persuasive than me.
Yeah.
So
I would say give us a persuasion check to give Chris an idea of
How persuasive
Whiff actually is.
Okay.
Sure.
And if I
And
totally...
you can decide if you think it's persuasive.
Okay.
Okay.
How about that?
Sounds fair.
Okay.
Okay. With the Knights of Roleplay die,
Oh boy.
I am tripping over my tongue and really not...
You
No.
smack him in the face with your wings and...
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you smack him in the face with your wings as you're trying to get around him, and tripping over you're like, listen, I know this is, but
If I had
stuff
it-
in the. Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
Do I have anything I can do with my bonus action?
I mean, were you persuaded by that?
No.
Okay.
I don't have any bonus actions. Spells and well, I do Misty Step, but that doesn't help me. Nah, I'm just gonna flub that round.
Okay. Sindra, you're up. You're outside.
Okay.
Greg's giving me resting Greg face over here.
Right.
Is that the approval face or the disapproval face?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
It is aggressively neutral.
His face
It
is
is
illegible.
aggressively neutral. It is not a bad term, resting Greg face.
No.
Okay.
RGF.
Greg's looking to punch something.
I'm trying
Gosh,
to figure
as
out what
much as I hate to do. Okay.
I could punch him.
Let's see here. Up to
That's what monks do.
15.
Who are you gonna punch?
Goes
Probably
Buster.
rage.
Stunning fist him and drag him out or something.
You're gonna fist your party member?
All right.
Whoa.
Syndra basically swears to herself. Let's see here, and then
That's your action.
All right, turn it
makes a cast. And then let's see here. It is
Rage.
60 feet long, 10 feet high. Ring
Said I wanted you
wall
guys to get in a
up
fight,
to
not fight with each other.
right.
Specify, or else there's
Okay.
ogres.
I'm trying to fulfill your request.
I
know.
appreciate that.
No, that's
So, she's going to cast Wall of Fire.
oh, in the kitchen.
Small enough that it's not touching the walls of the kitchen and lighting the house on fire, but exactly
Are you gonna burn
enough.
up all the food
no,
for the party?
I'm gonna cross.
burn the house
I'm gonna
down?
cross the room enough to block off the suit of armor so it can't see us, so it can't come towards us. And she's gonna shout it with enrage. We were gonna come back later. This isn't the plan. Let's go.
We're gonna set the building on fire.
Yeah, I'm wondering how a wall is in a room and doesn't set anything on fire.
I can set the size.
You can control
Yeah.
how wide and how
Yeah,
tall
exactly.
You can control the width and the length.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anything in the wall automatically catches fire, and
If this thing tries to come close to us, it's going to. I mean, this is the side that's doing damage. This is this side. So if it stays there, it's going to take damage.
Gotcha.
But otherwise, she's actually being very careful to avoid everything else and just to block it so it can't
She is
see us
Syndra,
run
so-
away.
Calculated. Except when she explodes things plans.
Except when she gets a little too excited herself. But
or
in this
catches
case,
on fire.
she's actually being the sane one in the party, which I hate saying because she's Syndra, but apparently she is. So,
I didn't even do anything.
Well, you two are usually the same ones in the party.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I didn't even do
all right,
anything.
I mean, that suit of armor is going to start taking damage because it's on the far side. But other than that, yeah, I mean, she's blocking you guys from it. She's saying, let's come back later and stick to the plan.
Okay.
And it gives us, and it gives us a way to get away without them seeing us because she's going to leave that wall there until we're away from the house.
Okay.
So she starts to back away.
All right. That's Syndra's turn. Finn, you're up.
I think because I saw what she did that I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. Do you want to ready anything, or
I ready a fist palm slam.
a stunning
I
slap?
mean, what are you going to...
On what conditions?
Are you going to... You're like, where are you? You're
Please don't play
outside.
with that like that. You're gonna break his wings.
So the only thing you can ready if you're at
I didn't mean
range
to,
is
just
like
kinda
to throw a
started
dart or a javelin or something if this thing comes through and something attacks them.
I was more
I mean,
along
unless...
the lines of
Are you going to try to stun Rage?
That was my thought. That's why I said I ready my action.
Well, are you stunning me or not? Because that's not going to do it. You have to walk up and hit me.
Oh,
Some thunder.
Here come the thunder.
Here comes the random weather patterns
okay.
again.
Making a decision with that die. Okay.
He decides against it, so
Okay.
Yeah,
he's just going to
Yeah,
call
thunderstorm money.
It's okay, sweetie.
in the inside of the kitchen. Come on, Rage. We are going to do this later. Let's not break the plan down.
Let's not burn the wall down. Break the wall down.
I just Chris Jericho. Yeah.
Yes.
There have not been multiple Chris Jericho poses
Yes.
at the table.
Because there's a lot of Chris Jericho fans
Wait, let me add one.
at this table. Yes.
Chris Jericho is awesome. Listen to our podcast.
Neil Rock, you're up. Our third person from outside seeing the ridiculousness going on in this kitchen.
There you go.
Rage. It is rapidly approaching his turn.
Walk up behind Rage and attempt
Okay.
to grapple him.
Okay. So that's a strength against.
His strength or
Strength or
acrobatics, so
acrobatics,
she's
yeah.
not raging yet.
Yep. So
Singing a lullaby, make him go to sleep.
Sing him the song.
I rolled a
of the
1.
ancestors. A nat 20
Drag
against
that
a nat
one.
1. That's so
Well,
perfect.
No, it's a dirty 20.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
Rosian 20?
dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty.
Dirty
But that's
20.
a role play for dice for once. Abandoned.
Yes, the Knights of Roleplay dice went further. Not the male. Maybe they're not sexist after all. All right, so Neil Rock, you sneak up behind him and give him a nice big old bear hug.
I have enough movement to
Drag
take him
him
out of the
out.
house.
All right, he puts up no resistance as your arms have completely encumbered his little dwarven body.
Technically, I think
Gnomish.
you can't move me at full speed, but it's still probably enough to get me out of the house, though.
Yeah, you
I'm
only
not
got
sure how it works because you're a small creature, but yeah, at least he gets half speed.
So
So
if you're grappling
yeah.
somebody, you can't
Yeah.
move them at full speed. But
Okay.
but,
Yeah.
but we're right near the back door, so
Yeah.
it's not really that doesn't
You're
really
like
matter.
right.
right
You only
next
got to
door.
move 20
So,
spaces.
yeah.
20 with that. So.
You successfully get him out of the house.
Okay. Night.
Rage.
I'm,
I say-
we're still in.
Well, you're Goliath, right?
Yes.
All right, so you are strong. You're not like some spindly elf or something trying to grab you.
No.
Okay.
He's
I mean,
a big boy.
I'm strong-ish.
Strong
He's a
guy.
big boy.
Gotcha. Okay, so Rage says, "No, Rock, why do you gotta be a buzzkill, man? All we gotta do is stab that guy, and then we're done." All right, fine. Rage
Okay.
will calm down and say, "We'll come back to the party later."
All right, and the animated armor stands there and feels the fire and just
Anyway, so let's get away. Cinder drops the fire once we're at a safer distance,
he either
somewhere out of
eventually walks
sight.
away from the fire or just stands there until the fire takes him down.
Whatever.
Either way.
Taking damage.
Well, Cinder's dropping the fire, so.
Yeah.
I feel like you two
Obviously,
might need
she-
disguises when we come here tonight.
All we gotta do is stab that guy. Then we're good.
I feel like
Well, we don't know where the guy is actually, and plus his friend
party tonight.
is with him.
Oh,
Smoke
I'm able
inhalation.
to make it.
Yeah.
Make it. Uh-huh.
Sorry, you were saying.
I was saying that we don't know where he is
Okay,
and where
so-
his friend is either.
Needless to say, we clear away from the house.
So as you guys are speeding steadily
Retreat.
speed walking away from the house, you do get the feeling of eyes on you
Oh no.
in one of the upper story windows.
That's fun.
Cool.
Cinder steals a glance behind her. Can she see anything in those windows?
You can't see anything specific, but you definitely get the the heebie-jeebie.
Great.
Jeebie-jeebies.
The Jew
The heebie-jeebie? Heebie-jeebies?
Always feel like somebody's watching me.
And I get no privacy.
Oh, if you've heard this one. Good.
It's an old one.
Ah, yes.
From a really
Yes, it is.
weird demiplane that I don't like going to very often.
Yes.
Earth.
Sindra, take inspiration for that. All right, so it is now probably about like 7-ish. You have maybe an hour to kill before you are meeting up with your party goers.
Let's do a quick review of what we know.
Yep.
So, we're in a demiplane. Demiplane seems to be falling apart. There's this weird eyeball thing
Yeah, that I think was
that
watching
came in
us.
a few weeks ago in demiplane time. And about that time, our quarry, for lack of a better word, has become reclusive. With any luck, he is actually still in the manor. We don't know for certain. All we know is he hasn't been seen.
We don't even know his state because we don't know the extent of what the corruption has done to him while he was here.
Yes. There's either instability in this demiplane, which means something has gone wrong with him, or hang on, out of character. Did you actually roll to understand?
I
that
did.
About the,
I had a really good Arcana check to
Okay,
figure
good.
out my memories about beholders and their ability to warp reality.
or this beholder thing is starting to cause local disturbances. There is a possibility. I'm leaning towards your beholder theory. So the plan for tonight then is, and our actual goal here is to cure Quill by stabbing him with a dagger.
Or slashing.
Yeah, like I said.
That
You
happens.
just have to cut him to activate it. That's
But
it.
we don't. But as it is, we don't know where he is.
It just has to
and-
touch his blood. You don't have to stab him.
Such a rogue.
They're so stabby. Stabby.
Whatever
I
works.
think this is a party of murder hobos, but apparently.
These two are Stabby McStabbersons. You guys are like all chill
And
over
this is
here.
Syndra, who sometimes just lights stuff on fire.
I'm Smashy McSmash.
Wow, she's a pyromania.
Smashy McSmash, Stabby McStab, and Pyro McPyromet.
So, since reports are that Quill does show up in the presence of this beholder-like creature, then it can be assumed that wherever we find one, we're probably going to find the other.
Right?
Which means we're probably going to have to get past this eyeball thing
Yep.
one way or another. So, plans. I'm okay with just. Let me get back into my actual character voice here. I'm okay with actually just, going invisible and just sneaking around the place and seeing what I can scope out. But that is probably going to mean that the rest of you are going to need to draw their attention.
I don't think that would be
Rage
the
may draw
case.
attention anyway, based on earlier today.
Well,
Depending on who.
This one certainly would. Ray certainly would.
Yeah, I think I would.
After all, it is a party, so I would imagine that he would be entertaining whomever is in his residence.
I mean, if we're going there as old friends, if we tell him that we were sent there by old friends, that may help us. I don't know how he
Harpers.
perceives the Harpers at this point, given they locked him away.
I wouldn't count on that being favorable.
You probably wouldn't like to hear that.
However, I mean, I do agree. You going invisible and cutting him with the knife should be the first priority, because if we can get him back in his right mind, then he may not be impressed with his house guest either at that point.
Also, it is a possibility.
Yeah.
So that would be plan A.
Yeah.
The four of you draw the attention of Mr. Spectacles, and I try to and I try to get in close to Quill to administer the cure rogue style.
All right.
I just imagined a beholder with like monocles, eye stalks,
What about fall
and like a
season?
Somebody
top hat.
please draw
Fall
that.
season monocles?
Yep. 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 Pretty awesome. If there's an artist out there listening, I would pay you, commission you, do me a picture of that.
What about eye makeup on a beholder? All those eyes?
Female beholder.
Yeah.
I mean, my only concern, if you guys start trouble, as you are wont to do,
When we start trouble?
Everybody points at
everybody
Rage.
looks at Rage.
Assuming you don't find trouble when you're sneaking.
And there's going to be a lot of people in this party hall. There's probably going to be a bit of a panic. Although, I don't see
if he's at the party, and then you stab the guy, even if you're invisible, something bad is probably going to happen.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
If you were subtle enough, you could potentially even shake his hand and manage to accidentally cut him at the same time. Do you have that skill set?
Maybe. I don't know.
Does whiff seem subtle to you?
Whiff may
can
not seem
absolutely
subtle.
be.
Give me a check
Yes.
for subtle.
Whiff can totally do subtle.
He's more subtle than Rage.
He's just,
Yes, we'll give you that.
How skilled is your sleight of hand, little friend?
I'm pretty decent with it.
Dagger in the sleeve, I'm just floating ideas.
I mean, it's a crystal dagger. It's not like a dagger.
It's not a knife.
It's
Yeah,
not a knife.
yeah,
It's like a shard
yeah.
crystal.
Like the Dark Crystal.
Okay, so it's okay. So you described it to me as a dagger. So it's just like a.
But there is a part of it you said that was wrapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has
So
a
it has something you
wrap
can
on.
hold
It has
on
a
to.
It's a
wrap
shard that has
It's
been
an
wrapped with
improvised
leather for a
knife.
handle.
Basically,
And imbued with
An
runes. of
improvised
magic.
dagger with a shard. Yeah.
Okay. Question on mechanics then. Would it require an attack roll to use it?
The DM's
I
like,
don't think that was included in the module.
Yeah.
I mean, if the module refers to it as a dagger, you could just treat it like a dagger.
But if the module also says it only has to come in contact with his blood, that doesn't necessarily mean an attack roll will be required. Just that he's bleeding at the time. So I guess something you'd have to infer from the description of how the dagger actually functions.
I'm trying to do that, but I can't read and listen to you at the same time.
Why not?
Because I'm very ADHD. And some days I can do that.
I wasn't.
Today is not that day.
Okay. I wasn't explaining it to you anyway. I was explaining it to our listeners.
I'm not buying it.
All right, fine.
Yeah, your BS meter's going way up here.
Really? Because I just rolled a 25 on deception.
It doesn't work on me.
Damn it.
I've had 20 years. I've had 20 years to develop my John BS meter.
it's crazy.
I have like a plus 20 to my BS meter.
Okay. Anyway, I'll let you.
That was my blue flag.
I'll let you take a look.
It just says the weapon must pierce the flesh of the intended target.
You have to stab it.
So when
It sounds like an attack roll.
Pierce the flesh. It doesn't give like stats for an attack roll though.
Yeah. I mean, described it as a dagger. That's the only thing I would go off of. It's up to you, though. You are the DM.
So if you
So
can
I would
buy-
assume it would have to. Yeah, I guess it would have to.
Be an attack roll to use it.
So you either have to stab him or you have to accidentally sit on
Sleight
it.
of hand accidentally cut him or something like that.
Yeah, there are easier ways to deal with it. There are easier ways to do
I've
that.
been
though. I mean,
impaled.
I could just.
I mean, you can
I could
pierce
just-
the flesh without like.
Yeah. You don't go psycho on him.
I mean,
You don't
it's,
have to go Janet Leigh on the guy.
as fun as that sounds, because I really like to.
I mean, she
enjoy
does
the
want
party.
him to come back alive. Remember this. Ideally.
Yeah.
As fun as that sounds, and because I really would like to
Like,
enjoy the party,
really?
but it would be easier just for me to go invisible and just go up behind him and go point.
Okay.
You're just gonna poke
Anyway.
him from behind.
Probably.
Ew.
Oh, what's
You have
happening?
to hope that his
Yes, with my
his
tiny dagger.
acquaintance can't see through. Beholders are powerful magic users, and some magic users can see through invisibility. So just be aware of that possibility.
Ow, my butt.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. The only reason I asked for the mechanic is because one of my skills is the mage hand ledger domain, which would have let me manipulate objects at a distance and stealthily using mage hand, but mage hand cannot make an attack.
Yeah.
So
I would say that would not be something Mage Hand could do. I'm not even sure Mage Hand could carry it.
it can move an object, I think like up to 10 pounds or something like that.
It's
So-
a very heavy dagger.
Stab
It's
him.
imbued with magic. That's heavy, man.
Stab him with the tiny dagger.
Stab him with a tiny dagger.
So, okay, I guess.
All right.
So the plan is for you to go invisible at the party and try to stab him.
Or be invisible before going into the party. One of you guys are gonna have to pick up my jacket for me.
That's what I was assuming.
Yeah.
That you'd be invisible
Yeah.
before you go. in.
Yeah, you can make. Yeah.
I will do that for you.
Thank you. You're a good friend.
I'm going to do it for you.
You know it's true.
Okay, then in that case, I will take my leave of you, and I'll find a place to secure myself around the front door until it's go time.
You're gonna wait at the front door for 2 hours?
She said it was closer to 7 something, right?
You
Right.
guys are meeting your friends at 8.
Right.
Okay.
Your new pants.
There's something that says you can't get your new jacket, and then
Yeah.
just kind of, oh, I forgot
Then
something,
go.
duck off, and then go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that
Yeah.
you're going to be less suspicious with your new friends if you actually meet up with them.
Yeah.
And plus, you got to see if it fits.
But I'm feeling sick. I'm not feeling very good. I'm not gonna
Well,
make it to the
pick
party
up your
tonight.
jacket
Why would
first.
they give them your jacket if you're not going?
Yeah.
That
Let's
doesn't
get
make
your
any
new
sense.
jacket, and then you can.
Stab him with this tiny dagger.
You made such a big deal about your jacket. Go pick up your jacket. All right, so you guys head back
Yes, all right.
to the shop
And get our stuffs.
Get our jackets and our 2 dates.
Yeah.
to the Silks and Soul. And Henrietta are waiting excitedly for you there with your beautiful clothing. They're works of art. Shoes and jackets and handkerchiefs. And you take the time to get dressed. It's like maybe 15 minutes to the party by the time you're all gussied up and ready to go. And Yosef takes the arm of Sindra, and Henrietta goes to take the arm of Whiff.
Of course.
Shall we go?
Absolutely. Come along.
Alrighty then.
Oh, poor Neil Rock upstage.
I mean, if you
defend
want to say
yourselves.
no to her,
can.
now's the time.
If you're going to say that you're not feeling well, and Cinder kind of looks at Whiff and says, "Didn't we forget something back at the inn?"
Okay. So, no, I mean, that wasn't my plan, but I'll roll with it.
I'm very confused. What's happening?
Your dates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Right. Oh, I think you might be right, Cinder. I think we did forget our little our little party favor for the host. So
Oh,
yes,
how
I'm-
nice. You got them a present.
Yes.
But you,
I guess we will have to meet you there then.
Yes.
Shall we?
And
I
she
was-
grabs the arms of each of
oh,
Finn
fit in,
and
you
Neil Rock.
double team.
Double team.
Poor Rage.
Rage is probably not going to go back in the house
No.
because he's got to blow the cover. He'll probably stand right outside.
Here, put this mustache on. They'll never notice.
Oh, sorry. No, I had in my head that I was going to feign feeling not well as we were walking to the party, and then suddenly.
okay.
So you made me change gears in my head, and my head does
I
not do
broke
that
the
well.
John brain.
Yes,
Sorry.
you did. You temporarily
We
broke the
just
John
broke
brain.
another ADHD
I
brain at
know.
this
I
table.
can empathize because it happens to me.
Now we're
Love you
both just going to
guys.
sit here for the rest of the night going,
I'm picturing the broken Rimmer face from Red Dwarf. Little stars in the eyes.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry, we're headed back to the
So
party.
you guys all head
to
out
the
to
party.
the party, except for Whiff, who is going
And who is
Wherever he's going.
Who's going to sneak off?
wherever they're going.
Who's going to sneak out of sight? Who's
Yep.
going to become invisible? And then he is going to stealth along behind.
All right.
And just for reference, I have
Pretty good.
I have rolled a 24 on my stealth. So
Right. You stealth along behind very stealthfully.
so anybody looking for me will need to roll better than that on their perception.
All right. So yeah, no one is even thinking to look for you, so no one notices that you're there. And your party of guests heads off to the manor once again, and you arrive to see the front doors wide open and the whole town gleefully walking in and saying their hellos and joyfully attending this beautiful soiree. And on that note, we will end for the night.
Cool.
On the next adventure, the party.
And maybe a fight.
The party goes to a party.
The real one.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Okay.
And with that, we will say goodnight to our listeners.
Good night.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.